Welcome guys to my commodities channel. So we'll be starting our analysis with gold on a weekly time frame. As you can see here, weekly time frame is bullish for gold after this break, but moving down to the lower time frame, to the most recent price action, what can we find? You can find that after this break here, price has not really done any other thing within this range. It's still ranging here. So XAUSD has not given us a clear guide on what it wants to do. Until it breaks this high or this low, we will not really be able to know what it's doing on the weekly time frame, short term. But if you go to the daily time frame, you can see that it has started breaking highs now. So this is currently the range low, and we could see further buys. Maybe we can even target this place here, the 1 hour high. On the 4 hours time frame, do we have clear structure? Okay, we are bearish on the 4 hour time frame. Now we can see as this zone has been mitigated here, it no longer can hold for this place. That's fine, it's breaking it. So after that break, I expect price to possibly come down to one of these two zones here, either this zone or probably this zone here. Yeah, probably this zone, one of these two zones. So if it does what it's supposed to do, it should come down to one of these zone and buy, or the second zone and buy. So that is it on the 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, what do we have? 1 hour time frame is currently bearish. But with these zones now being mitigated, once it breaks here, I think it could just come to target this 1 hour time frame. And if it breaks that level, then we are all looking for buys. On the 15 minutes time frame, what do we have? So we had this break here. Can finally see this as our 15-minute break. So this is our new 15-minute range low. We don't have a range high yet, but we'll keep on watching what price does. So that is it on gold. Let's go down to XAUSD, silver rather. On silver, on the weekly time frame, it's also bullish, but for the immediate price action, what do we see? You see that this range is still intact. Sorry, let me draw this way. This range is still intact. It has not yet been broken. So for now, although this internal one has been broken here, we can see this candle. So it's looking like it's not really clear on what it wants to do. Unless it breaks this range, we don't have any direction for now. So on the daily time frame is now bullish. You can see the breaks. So as it has broken here, we just need to keep on, just like on gold, we keep on watching what happens. I think this could be a good reaction zone. If it breaks this zone, then it just keeps on breaking it. Don't also forget this zone here. On the 4 hour time frame, what can we see? The 4 hour time frame is 4 hour time frame is currently bearish, but there isn't any immediate market structure, any immediate zone for reactions. Maybe we can see this as a possible place for price to react from as it's buying. Yes, we can see it just reacts here and keeps on buying from there. But for now, we are not seeing any opposition. For this has been mitigated, this has been mitigated. There's nothing here. So it could just keep on buying, honestly. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame is also bearish, but like I said, there's no valid unmitigated supply zone to continue the sales. So this could be where we start seeing a change in character and a move to the bullish state. On the 15-minute time frame, this was our previous range. Then price came here and also broke structure to the upside. What else did he do? Okay, this is a new break of structure to the upside, and this is our range low on the 15 minutes time frame. So as this is our range low, this could be a very nice demand zone to see price retrace to and then continue the bias. So we just need to look for a confirmation there before you enter a trade. On US oil, what can we find on US oil? US oil on the weekly time frame overall is bearish, but then you can see that it is breaking ranges. So it has broken this candle range high, and now we could see more buys. If these demand zones, supply zones rather, don't hold, then we just need to look for it to break out from there and we find new demand zones to enter from. On the daily time frame, what can we see? Daily time frame is also breaking its range highs. So this range high now looks to have been broken, and these zones are currently the ones that could see where we could use for resistance. If it doesn't hold, which is looking like it might not hold, then we just need to wait for a breakout and then a resulting demand zone to take it buy from. On the 4-hour time frame, what is the structure? 4-hour time frame overall is bearish. Like I say, these are still our two zones that we are looking for, or we are looking at to see what happens. We cannot enter any trade until those zones show us what it wants to do, either through a breakout or price respecting it. On the 1-hour time frame, what do we have here? Okay, so this isn't our new 1-hour time frame range again. This is it, and the reason for that is because we have a break of structure here. So this is the 1-hour time frame break of structure, and then this is our current high, but we can't draw it because price has not yet given us a serious retracement. So for now, we just have to watch it there, and I think this is a valid place for price to react from, although it has been mitigated already. So I don't really know if price will respect it again, but it's still worth drawing. On the 15-minute time frame, what do we have? 15 minutes. So this is also a break on the 15 minutes time frame. We will draw it out like that, and this is also our 15 minutes range low rather. Sorry. This here is also our 15-minute range low. So that is it on US oil. Moving down to the weekly time frame on UK oil. UK oil is bullish on the weekly time frame, and short term it is also bullish because we have seen it breaking range highs. So this is now the breakout, and just like on US oil, we have two zones to see what price does on the lower time frame. On the daily time frame, what can we see? Daily time frame is bearish too. Yeah, it is bearish. So if these zones are to hold, then we should start seeing price breaking candle range lows for now, but we haven't yet seen anything. We have to keep on waiting. On the 4-hour time frame, it is bearish. Yes, the zones are still intact. So going down to the 1-hour time frame, we now have a new break of structure, a very early break of structure though. This is it. So our 1-hour time frame should be, the low is here, the high is around here, but it is still too early to draw it out. Then I think we can also move this 15 minutes to this place because that's where it is. On the 15 minutes time frame, what can we see? 15 minutes time frame is, that's also the 15 minutes break of structure. So we'll just mark it out like this. So yeah, that is it. That is all for commodities. We'll see you again later. Goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.